Hello everyone, I'm Miss Anuja Inge from Mechanical Department, and today we will discuss on introduction of engineering drawing and projection of point. So before that we are going to see the syllabus of engineering drawing. So as the first unit is of introduction and projection of line, okay, that again the types of lines and information about line and introduction, then importance, everything is given. And then second is projection of planes. In that, for example, this is plane, right? It is a surface. So in that case, top view of this, then front view of this, okay, it is given. Again, projection of solid. Solid means like this is solid. But in that case, prism, cylinder, pyramid, cone, cube, this kind of solids are given. Then next is section of solid. Means suppose this is a pen, okay, but with the help of this cutter, if I cut the pen, okay, so how it is going to look in front view, in top view, like that. Then this is fifth one, that is orthographic projection. In case of orthographic projections, means suppose if any component is there, like if any component is there like such kind of remote, okay, so this is the component, and we are going to see the front view, then top view, then side view. Means in case of side view, again left hand side view, right hand side view, okay. And next is isometric projections. Now in case of isometric projection, orthographic view is given. From that we have to draw isometric projection, okay. So this is what the syllabus is. Next we are going to see course outcome. One second. Okay, these are the course outcomes. First, that is CO1, visualize and draw engineering components using theory of projection. As we are going to see it, that how we are going to draw line, visualize it, like that. Then CO2, draw two-dimensional view of an engineering component from given three-dimensional view, which is I told you that in orthographics view, okay, that is if we get a 3D model, on that we are going to draw top view, front view, means two-dimensional view, okay. Then third CO is draw an isometric view from a given orthographic view, as we have discussed this. And next CO4 is interpret hidden details of an engineering component using sectional views. That what I said, if I cut this pen, so in that case what kind of hidden components are there, which we are going to see, is we will get on this. Then CO5, that is construct different engineering components using various drafting instruments, okay. And last one is develop drawing skills using standard dimensioning, line work and lettering. So these are the COs, and now we are going to see the definition of engineering drawing. First, now in case of introduction of engineering drawing, as first we have to know the definition of engineering drawing. So technical definition is like an engineering drawing is a type of technical drawing that is used to convey information about an object. Okay, and in a simple way, or in a simple language, if we want to say that engineering drawing is a language of engineers. It is meant for communicating his or her ideas, thoughts and designs to others. So this is very easy. And again we can say a drawing drawn by engineer having engineering knowledge for engineering purpose is an engineering drawing. Okay, so this is what the basic information about engineering drawing. Then why engineering drawing is necessary? So the main purpose, if we say in industrial engineering, it is to give the ability and to develop the skill in reading and drawing the component of machine. Okay, so now this is basic information. We are going to proceed further, that is projection of point. So now here you can see a drawing of planes, principal planes, that is VP and HP. So now VP means vertical plane. Okay, that is vertical plane, and HP means horizontal plane. Okay, so if we say as you are standing in front of wall. Okay, so if you are standing in front of wall, that wall is your vertical plane, and you are standing on the ground, which is horizontal plane. Okay, so it is easy to understand. So this is VP and this is HP. So now these planes, this you can see these dotted lines, it is actually hidden. As I said, this is the plane. Behind that, the edge of this HP is hidden, right? That is why it is dotted. Okay, so now we are going to see quadrants. This one is your first quadrant, this is your second quadrant, this is your third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Okay, so now if I locate any point anywhere, okay, so for example this point, okay, so this point we can say a point, or why I written in a capital letters, because it's conventional representation, means the actual position of a point is designated by capital letters. So this is actual point A. Okay, so to go in details, just a moment. Now you can see this. This is first quadrant. Okay, so I have just eliminated all the quadrants, only first quadrant is here. So now in today's video we are going to see first quadrant, actually the point which is located in a first quadrant. So now this is VP, this is HP. Okay, that is vertical plane and horizontal plane. Okay, so just we will concentrate on this only. Okay, so first this is the point which is located at this position, that is A point, capital A. Now while drawing any projection, okay, it should be assumed that the observer, suppose this is an observer, okay, this is an eye of an observer. Okay, so this is an observer which is actually at infinite distance. Okay, there is an infinite distance between that point and an observer. Okay, so and observer emits rays. Now he is looking at this point, he emits rays. Okay, so that rays which are parallel or perpendicular to these plane. Okay, means suppose if you are seeing at any object, for example, so that particular object and your eyes are looking at that particular object, so the rays of your eyes are exactly perpendicular to vertical plane and parallel to horizontal plane. Means suppose, see now, these are the rays of his eyes. Okay, so which is perpendicular to the vertical plane and parallel to horizontal plane. Okay, so these, suppose these are the rays, the emitted rays which are coming from his eye. Okay, and the shadow of particular point is on VP. Okay, so suppose this point is a shadow. If he has a torch, suppose if he has a torch, so that particular light will come on this point and the shadow will come here. Okay, so now this is the position where he is now. So this is what the front view is. Okay, so he get the front view. Now from top view, suppose an observer is at top. Okay, he is looking from the top. So now again the rays will emit from his eye, and this point, means this point, the rays are exactly perpendicular to HP and which are parallel to VP. See, these are the rays which are perpendicular to HP but it is parallel to VP. So now again suppose he has torch here. Okay, so now that particular light will passes through point A and the shadow of that point comes over here. Okay, so now suppose the shadow over horizontal plane of that point, which is denoted by small a, it is again a conventional representation for the position of top view, and this A dash you can see here, the shadow of this point over vertical plane. Okay, it is denoted by A dash, so that particular position is front view. Fine. Then while drawing the top view, okay, so while drawing the top view, first the point must be projected on the HP. Point must be projected on the HP, right, this one, and then the whole plane. Okay, so this whole plane with that projected point must be rotated through 90 degree in a clockwise direction. So this whole plane is going to rotate 90 degree in clockwise direction. So now you can see here hidden lines type, dotted lines. It is given because it is going to this position. This particular plane is going to this position. Okay, in a clockwise direction it is going to rotate. Okay, so that particular A will come over here, right? So now if we are going to show this 3D to 2D, if we want to show this in top view or front view, how it is going to look. Now see, this particular A, you can say, at some distance. Okay, so now first step to draw 2D of this situation. Now first step is draw a thin line, thin horizontal XY line to represent the line of intersection of HP and VP. See now, the intersection of VP and HP means this one. This is the XY line. Okay, so now step 2, draw projector. Okay, draw projector perpendicular to the XY line. Okay, so now draw this projector which is perpendicular to XY line. Now step 3, mark front view, that is A dash, this one A dash, on the projector at distance H. See now, this is H distance, means this particular point is this particular A, actual A point, which is exactly located above HP. So at H distance. Okay, so now this is H, the height of that particular point. Okay, then next step 4, that is mark TV, that is top view, A, this A. Okay, on the projector at a distance D below XY line. Okay, means this particular A, the shadow of this point which is on the HP, that is small a, means the top view. Okay, so now it is located from XY line. Okay, D, with D distance. Okay, so that is why this distance, come over here. So now we can locate this point. So this is what the projection of point in first quadrant, means it is above HP and in front of VP. Now if we see for second quadrant, here is the point, second quadrant, that is B point. Okay, so in case of this, the point is above HP and behind VP. It is above HP and behind VP. Now if we say in third quadrant, it is below HP. See now, it is below HP and behind VP. C point, below HP and behind VP. And in case of fourth one, that is fourth quadrant, it is below HP and in front of VP. Okay, so these are the introduction and projection of points. Thank you.